It's Luke with Bitcoin Wins, and with Bitcoin approaching 100K, many are probably thinking that they have missed the wave and have missed Bitcoin once again. But I don't think that's true at all, and I would like to explain my reasoning for that and how no one entering Bitcoin is ever late. So if you take the total Bitcoin that is out there and divide it by the world's population, this is a great website, by the way. I think so there's 21 million Bitcoins. Satoshi's wallet has 1 million, and then more have been lost. So they're using 19,700,000, but I think more have been lost than even this, but I think this is a good number just to guess off of. And if you take 8 billion people, as this continues to go up, with the current price at around 90,000, there is only $220 worth of Bitcoin available per person on Earth. And for most of you watching that, you could probably buy 3 times this, 4 times this, and not be worried. You could buy 4 lifetimes worth of Bitcoin for somebody in the future today. So no, you're not late. It just seems like that because it's gone up a numerous number of percents. But it's going to keep going up forever, and anybody getting in and new will feel like they've already missed it, but they will soon be proven wrong as it will continue to go up. So if you look at the next part of this, if you use the global distribution of wealth, obviously this is if everybody had the same amount, but that is never going to be true. 99.9% of all people would have $41 worth of Bitcoin. And the top 0.001 would have 0.73. Now, this seems like a pretty difficult number to stack to, but that's if being in the 0.001%. You could stack much less than this and still be very well off for the rest of your life. So, but many might say, well, is Bitcoin truly going to go up forever? And I'm here to explain why I think it will. So Bitcoin is the first ever asset that has a capped and perfectly scarce supply of 21 million. Every other savings mechanisms and every other monetary invention that humans have found is not perfectly scarce. So gold or any other commodity can, like corn can be easily made, so no one really stores their money in corn. Gold is pretty scarce, so it was scarce enough to become a global monetary standard for a while, but then all of gold's flaws, which I explained in another video, are the reason that it has lost its value as the monetary standard. But yeah, gold can be mined forever. If we mine on asteroids, there's basically unlimited gold. Real estate is okay, but as you have BlackRock basically buying up entire neighborhoods and creating fake scarcity, you have builders and neighborhood planners basically being forced to make more and more smaller houses for cheaper to combat that. But yeah, real estate, you can always make more real estate. You can always build up. We have a lot of land in the US that's not been developed on. So yeah, real estate is a pretty horrible savings mechanism. Same thing with bonds. Bonds, the government can always issue more. I don't think anybody's really disputing that bonds are a bad investment nowadays, but yeah, bonds aren't great. Same thing with stocks. They can always create more equity. Same way MicroStrategy is doing right now. They are just issuing and selling shares of their stock to buy the harder asset. And it's working for them because they're balancing the ratio correctly and making sure that the rate at which they're diluting is not dampening their buys through Bitcoin. And we get to the worst of all, which is the dollar. This thing can literally be printed anytime they need with no plans as to how much they're going to do in the future. So yeah, people use these other saving mechanisms to basically outperform and help combat this problem. But yeah. Now, saying that you're late or feeling that you're late to Bitcoin is kind of a dumb concept in general, because when a car got invented, most people were using horses as transportation. But would you feel late to cars if in 1930 you still had a horse and then got a car? Well, you might feel late, but the car is the superior invention. It's the superior asset almost in terms of transportation. So you're never really late. The car is going to work as the car would work, and the horse is never going to improve. That's kind of the same thing we have now. We have a very inferior way of saving money and preserving wealth, and then we have Bitcoin, which is the apex predator of money. So yeah, feeling like late to Bitcoin is like feeling late to cars in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. No, you might be late. Many have reaped rewards before you, but you can still reap those rewards going forward and use the faster thing. Same thing with the internet. The internet was gaining popularity in the early 90s and early 2000s, and that would be like saying that you were late to the internet in 2010. The internet is going to be around for hundreds of years, forever into the future, I could see. And yeah, even if you're getting on the internet now, you're not late. You are just using the superior way of sending information. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting. Hopefully this provided a new perspective. Yeah, subscribe.